What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and welcome back to the Strangelands server. So I probably don't have a whole lot of time to record today, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. First I'm going to check, see if anybody bought a mule. Got to do that, you got to check these things while you're in the area. Nobody bought a mule! I'm going to have to do some sort of promotion to encourage people to purchase things. Some sort of discount or offer or special deal. At any rate, I've got a thing to show you. And it is... There we go. This is where we were building before. That's the thing now. It's a little hard to hide it dramatically, but because it's kind of so big and looming over the horizon. At least you can't miss it, and it tells you what it is pretty well. So yeah, this is one of our civic buildings, and don't it look awful? Can I start out by saying I hate this building? I hated building it, and I hate how it looks. I've kind of designed it from the ground up. I'm not sure whether I've done this intentionally, ironically, or what, but yeah, I hate this building. It's just like super bureaucratic and faceless and awful, and it's a post office. The colour scheme, the red and green, is a old-fashioned British post office colour scheme. If you type in post office into Google Images, you'll get a bajillion red and green buildings from back in days of yore. There's probably still plenty around, but these days they tend to try and rebrand it red and white, which is a bit more faceless and bureaucratic than the friendly red and green. But inside we've got plain wooden panelled walls, plain wooden panelled floor with a bit of carpet on it. We've got a red stripe around there because corporate colours. This stuff, I love the ceiling, guys. Guys, can I tell you how much I love the ceiling? It's diorite! I found a use for diorite. Everyone said, oh no, there's no use for diorite. Diorite's terrible. I mean, I sort of used it in my lodge, yeah, I guess. But, you know, those really cheap, tacky kind of... I don't know what they're made of. It's like a foam... Is it foam? It seems like a foam. Kind of foam paneling stuff you get in really bad office ceilings. In fact, not merely really bad, most office ceilings, you know. Suspended ceilings, and that's what they are. And then they hang the little squares of, well, quite frankly, this stuff in there. It's full of it's white with lots of tiny holes in it. And I don't know why that stuff exists. But diorite is it, or polished diorite anyway, because it's got the line around the edge. So that it looks like it's tiled. And... yeah, okay. That's it. That's the thing. It's a ceiling tile. That's what Mojang have implemented. Ceiling tiles. I can't speak for the other two textures or the three unpolished textures, but polished diorite is totally ceiling tile. So please queue here because we are in a world of bureaucracy. So I've got to form a nice orderly line all the way down here, or queue depending on your country. These are lit underneath, which is why we have two layers of carpet. Some of them are carpet with the fence on it, some of them are carpet with pumpkin underneath, because pumpkin lights up the room quite nicely without me ever actually having to implement any lighting. Around the walls we have the mechanisms that you saw before. We've got colour coding for people. They have lamps, which I actually didn't put in before, and I know if you go check out Grimm's channel, he was taking a look at this and going, what are these? This is such a strange mechanic. Why are these here? Well, I was missing the lamps, so it was kind of really not obvious what was going on there at the time. The lamps go here, and when you put something in, like, oh, I don't know, let's go to... oh, here's a familiar box. Yeah, Cyan, of course, I'm Cyan. Who else would be Cyan? Meroka, I wish to gift to you a diamond pickaxe, because you're a lovely person and deserve a diamond pickaxe. Ding! Light comes on. That's awesome. So yeah, if people on the Strangelands server, we've got 16 boxes, which is way more than enough for everybody who's currently playing, plus a few more future people at present. So a little bit of room for expansion. If we go beyond 16 people, I don't know what to do. I guess someone's going to have to make an extension to this building. But that's not going to be me, because I hate this building. By the way, have I said that? I hate this building. This took so many resources for such a stupid goddamn thing, and it looks like it looks horrible. It looks like horrible. It looks horrible. I know I've designed it to look horrible, but it does look horrible. Yes, this is definitely a thing. At any rate, yes. Pick a colour, stick your sign on it, and then when you put things in the box, I'm going to leave that there for a second because we're going to go outside. Yes, there's no quick way out. I'm not aware of a one-way system for exiting things in Minecraft. If anyone knows a one-way door system, that doesn't involve large amounts of redstone and pistons and things, let me know. If it does involve that, let me know anyway, and I'll totally not implement it. We've got one of these over here, just because, you know, people might want one of those instead of having to use individual storage. We have the ender storage. We've got a nice little sort of side booth. Over here, we've got a big empty space. What I'm kind of tempted to say I want to do with this space is capture a zombie or a villager or a pigman or something and lock him in here as some sort of disgruntled post office worker, because let's be honest, post office workers do tend, broadly speaking, to be fairly disgruntled in my personal experience. Post offices are, again, in my personal experience, not a terribly pleasant place to be, so that was the inspiration behind the whole design, clearly. Anyway, if we go outside, I may need more lighting outside the building, I'm not sure. We'll find out when things start spawning. But if you have a look at the front of the building, oh, the front of the building has changed. Oh, it looks different. What has changed? Take a look up here. We have a block of cyan wool appears. So when you pop something into the appropriate box, a bunch of redstone majiggery around the outside and across the roof, that will head to a bunch of pistons, and grab that. So that'll retract it. If we grab, say, lime. Hello, lime. I like you, lime. Lime, you can have a crafting table because I like you that much. And we can head on outside. And down here. And down here because bureaucracy. Ta-da! Lime! Oh, that damn fireball and lime. Yeah. So you can, at a glance, from a long distance, I'm not sure how far, but a good distance. You don't have to go into the post office to check your mail. You can, at a glance, look at the roof and go, ah, that's my colour. I've got a thing. Someone has left me a thing, and it's bound to be spam mail because, yeah. Ooh, there's a thought. Yeah, I should write everyone a letter and leave them a message telling them to go buy more mules. Meroka's mules. Cheapest mules in town. The only mules in town. I think the problem with my business is nobody actually likes mules. I'm selling a thing that nobody wants. There's zero demand for my business. But hey, okay. So, that is a quick rundown of how the post office works. Yeah, like I say, Strangelands members, anybody who happens to be dwelling on the server, feel free to plonk a sign on any block of wool you like to say, this is my colour, I like this colour, I claim dibs on said colour. Some colours are better than others. Instantly, white's a very good colour. I imagine black's not a bad one either. Orange is probably pretty good, only insofar as you don't actually you don't have to go through the queue. You can just reach it. Purple not so good, or magenta even, that one is. So yeah, yellow, orange, high premium colours. Black's good. Red is not. However, red you probably still don't have to go too far to get to. Yeah, red's okay like that. Green you got to walk miles to get to. So I wouldn't be entirely surprised to see white, orange, and black be the first three to go, quickly followed by red. Just a hypothesis. Whereas I've placed mine by colour preference rather than by priority preference, which means I've got to walk through the queue system. But hey ho, I don't think anyone's going to be leaving me anything anyway. But whatever. That is a post office system. It doesn't deliver it anywhere, but it's a good way for people to see from miles around whether they have anything to collect. Actually, in retrospect, it might have been a decent idea to have them have colours on every side, but a little late for that now. It's more or less finished. It could use a little more detail. Like I say, it could use some disgruntled workers. Disgruntled workers would bring the place to life. But beyond that, it's not too shabby at all. And the side of the buildings are god-awful. So bland. Hello, yeah, we can clearly use a few more torches around the area. I'll have to get on that. But quite frankly, it is not the most dangerous building in Spawn at present. Let's be honest, there are a lot of the spawn areas which are a little bit gloomy at the moment and could probably use an extra torch or two. Hey, maybe I should start up a business torch gridding the entirety of areas and charge people a fee for that. Or maybe I should just do it anyway in Invoice Fixer. Maybe that would work. That seems like a thing I could do. I could totally do that. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, so folks, post office is now open. I may put some more details in as and when I feel like doing them, but for the most office, for the most part, it is pretty much open and functional. It works in the entirety. How did you not die from that? Get dead. It does work in its entirety, and it's totally good to use. So yeah, get posting, folks. So thank you very much for watching. I have been Meroka. I'm probably about to get jumped in the back by a creeper, and I shall see you next time.